Hi, my name is Takumi, and today we start work on a brand new project that I've actually been thinking about for quite a while now. You see, I love to build. Building is pretty much the only reason why I play Minecraft. But while things like wood and stone are super crucial for building, they can be really annoying to get in bulk. So today, we're making a brand new wood farm and covering it with a giant build in order to get infinite wood so we never have to chop a single tree ever again. But in order to build this farm, we are going to need all of these items. So let's go get them. Couple stacks of slabs and some building blocks, a few observers, some hoppers, a piece of TNT, a few chests, fence gates, a couple walls, a few repeaters and some note blocks, a couple of pistons, leaves, buckets of water, redstone torches, a sign, redstone dust, pressure plate, a fence gate, a dropper, an enchantment table for whatever reason, and a lever. Okay, that is everything. Now we can actually build this thing. Okay, so the area is cleared and it's terraformed, so we have a pretty good amount of space to build. I should probably cover that up. Yeah, so we have a good amount of space to build. And since this is a redstone tutorial, I kind of have to like lock in, because if I do something wrong, the whole farm's not going to work. The farm is also directional, which means you have to place certain blocks in certain like directions, which is also something that I've never seen before. So I really got to lock in here. Alright, so the farm is done. It's completely done. It's the entire thing. It should work unless I did something wrong. I'm hoping I didn't. Yeah, I got my happy gas over here because, dude, oh my god. I actually can't explain how amazing the happy gas are for building. If you use them, you know what I'm talking about, but they're just great. Like, so good. Especially trying to build, like, in-air bits like this, and there's redstone and it's confusing and whatnot. Yeah, the happy gas, super helpful. So the farm should work, and if I flip this, then the TNT should fall. I might have done something wrong. We run it again. This time I'm gonna turn it off. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Okay, it works. I left those trapdoors in. I'm pretty sure the guy in the video told me to put them there, but I think he ended up probably removing them. I think they're probably temporary. But yeah, so the TNT falls. One TNT is supposed to blast the other one to here, and then there's going to be a tree here that's going to explode. All the drops are going to fall. They're going to fall, go into here, and then be collected in these chests down here. So, fairly simple stuff. Now, as you can probably tell, this farm is ugly. That much we know. This is not a surprise. This farm is hideous. I can't just have this farm sitting here like this. I have to do something with it. So that's where the fun part of this video comes in. We are now exiting the redstone part of the video and moving into the fun part, which is building. We got to cover this whole thing in a build. because I kind of have a trend here where I build something like a farm or like something functional, and then I cover it with a build like the Sky Chasers tower, which is actually kind of functional in its own right because it's a tower, but it was just really supposed to give the Happy Gas a place where they kind of fit into the world. I got the farm over here with the farmhouse. So this build, the wood farm, is gonna need a build. What are you doing up there? You are not the wood farm technician. What are you doing? I know you deal with explosions, but you shouldn't be up here. This area is off limits for employees only. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for this to make it not look strange and stick out. Okay, so I begun to kind of box out the farm a little bit so that we can kind of see where the perimeter of this thing is. So I was thinking we could do dark oak on these little, where these dirt blocks are, like this, and then have 3 spaces in between. And I'm thinking in these spaces we could do something like a mixture of tough, polished tough, bricks, and just regular tough. And I think that could look pretty good. That's it for the exterior. The inside is a different story. Now, with the inside, I can't actually like break any of these blocks. All of these blocks are, you know, components of the farm. So if I break anything, I basically break the whole farm. And then use this ladder to get up here. It's like the service hatch. And then this is basically going to be the interior of the farm, which is going to be shielded because there's going to be a whole build covering it. It's basically just going to be like a case that we're sliding over the build to keep it from being exposed and looking terrible. So, with that being said, we can begin to build. Alright guys, check it out. So, the awning is done, the walls are done, the roof is done, and I got a little bit of a doorway in here. So now when you come in, you're in this little under bit area, which is probably where I'll end up having to enter if I need to fix the farm for any reason. And you come up here, this is the service hatch, and then this is the entire farm. I gotta light it up in here so mobs stop spawning. There's like a skeleton in here, and I think it's like really dark down here. I don't want creepers. If creepers spawn in this thing and blow it up, that is gonna be an entire mess because this thing is redstone. So the moment of truth, I gotta flip this switch and see if this thing still works, because if it doesn't, then I have some work to do. Please work, please work, please work. I'm gonna turn it off quick so it doesn't blow itself up if it does go wrong. Are we good? I think we're good. I got a little bit scared because I realized that the wall is super close to the machine. They're like touching, so I was wondering if that was gonna like mess up the redstone, but it looks like it works. Oh geez, why are there creepers spawning on the roof? Can you guys come down here, please? Good thing we have scaffolding. Yeah, I gotta get these guys' attention. Okay. Perfect maneuver. Nice. I'm not getting jump scared by a creeper, I'm telling you. Oh my god. Fall down. Stop it. Why are you smart? There we go. That works. What the? Why do you have my scaffolding? Put it down. These mobs are getting out of hand, man. I'm telling you, these guys are doing the most. I don't like it. Speaking of doing the most, yeah, I gotta change this terracotta. Rule 1 of building. Never go forward with an idea that you don't like. Because the more you go forward with it, the more you'll hate it. And at some point, you'll be too lazy to change it if you keep going on with it. So if you have a block in your build that you don't like, just take it out. It's not hurting anybody. This though, I gotta get rid of this. This is driving me crazy. I can't. I'll use terracotta in a different build. I really want to use terracotta, but I find it very hard to actually find a build where it works. And let's see how this looks. Why are there zombies waiting for me to get off my scaffolding? Stop it. Alright, let's see how this looks. Yeah, it just looks so much better. Yeah, this is me. Consider this me playing it safe, because I didn't like the terracotta. I'm sure there's probably a better way for me to have used it, but I just didn't like it. I'm glad I didn't try to just go through with it, and I'm glad I just removed it instead. But the meat and potatoes of the build is pretty much done. The actual build itself is done. There's just a few little like details, quality of life things I want to do, like obviously terraforming the area. This is bugging me. This little like part where like there's like so much grass right around the build. I'm gonna probably end up removing a big chunk of this grass when I terraform it. I want to get the rails for the lumber over here so it looks like it's actually being held down. Maybe figure out what I'm gonna do with the walls because they look a little bit boring. I can't do windows because, like I said, I don't want you to be able to really see into the farm. Maybe a chimney on the back, but it wouldn't really make any sense because you can't see the chimney from the inside of the build. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I'm gonna terraform this area, clear out a bunch of this dirt, and then replace a bunch of it with coarse dirt, because coarse dirt is like the best dirt like ever. It's really good. If you're gonna make a build, make sure that you like terraform it and then put like coarse dirt like around it so that it looks like the build has been sitting there for a minute and like the grass has kind of like died. Oh, and I want to connect a path up to this area because this is gonna be like our kind of like our industrial district. So I want to connect a path that goes from somewhere over there where the farm is over to here. So yeah, that's what I gotta do. Terraform it, put in some coarse dirt, connect the path from there to there, and then this build is done. And I'm so glad because this has been a long time coming. I think this is the biggest build that has been in the world. And not even just the build itself. The build itself is already bigger, but the redstone machine that's inside of it, this took me a long time. So I'm glad to say that this is almost done. I just need to terraform this area and we are done, and we will have infinite wood forever. I'm so excited. And after literal hours of building the wood farm, it's finally finished. The entire thing is done. We got this cool side section that does nothing. We got a chimney. We got this second awning that also doesn't really do anything. I mean, it's got a stone cutter. That's functionality. That's pretty good. Got a barrel. Yeah, this area is pretty much just for show. And the stone cutter looks like something that you would use to like saw wood, so I just threw it in there. I really like what I ended up doing with this front area. I wasn't sure how I was gonna make a door to this thing. I didn't want to just slap a door in there. I knew there was gonna need to be some sort of doorway. So I got these plants in here, a doorway that takes you in to the under part of the farm. And then in here is the storage section. Ooh, there's scaffolding in here. Yeah, I gotta get out all these blocks. And mobs kept like spawning in the machine, and I had to like kill them. So that's why there's mob drops in it. And then up here is the actual farm itself. I even ended up putting in some scaffolding, just in case I have to like, I don't know, fix the farm. And also I just think it kind of like fits the industrial like theme to just have like scaffolding up. But yeah, this allows you to get to the main module of the farm, and you can actually see it working in action from up there. Let me turn this on. If I turn this on and then I go up here, you're actually safe from the blast, and you can actually watch what's going on. So it's basically scooping the TNT. The TNT's falling into the water, gets pushed, drops down here. Another TNT block shoots the other one across, and that's why the farm is able to be so small. Usually wood farms, you have to like go up super tall and then drop a TNT down. But this way, you can actually keep it super compact, which is what I really like about this farm. I will leave the link in the description if you guys want to also make it for yourself and go support the guy who created it, because I would not have been able to make this farm without the video. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the wood farm. I'm going to be AFKing this, getting a ton of wood. I got a really big project coming up that I'm actually super excited for, and this wood farm is going to help a lot. But anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, tap like, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoyed the video. I love you, and I'm going to see you next time. Take it easy.